Now, people say readers are leaders. True. That is why the Rebecca Foundation is introducing a new television program, Learning to Read. Now, it's to help children develop the habit of reading because when they do, they will be empowered with knowledge to deal with people who may want to abuse them, for example. Sheila Techi of the Rebecca Foundation joins me in the studio to tell us a little bit more about this wonderful initiative of the First Lady. How nice to see you again.
How nice to see you.
All right then, so let's start from the beginning. Tell us a bit about this initiative.
Learning to read and reading to learn. It's an initiative from the Rebecca Foundation. The Rebecca Foundation is actually the First Lady's Foundation, which seeks to champion the well-being of women and children in Ghana. And Learning to Read is a literacy initiative. It's to help improve literacy in children, basically in primary and junior high schools. So that is what the initiative is about.
Okay, great. And it comes
literacy.
with a TV show?
It does. The initiative comes in two folds. There's a TV show that's a media campaign to increase the number of hours or the number of children who read storybooks or books to learn and then learn to read. And then also comes with the building of libraries in school clusters, in public school clusters across the country.
Right. Now, you know, when I first heard this, I thought to myself, an initiative to help children become literate. Isn't that, don't we already have something called F-Cube, which is supposed to do that?
Yeah. I mean, F-Cube has done great in increasing the enrollment for children in schools. So a lot more children get enrolled now. What Learning to Read is trying to do is to improve on literacy, improve on reading. You know, a child's ability to read and understand the text that they're reading and to actually enjoy reading and then to also enjoy learning subsequently.
So tell us specifically how the initiative will do this.
Well, research tells us that children who learn how to read early on in life do well academically. They have a higher chance of academic success. So basically, this TV show features adult readers who help children to read a storybook. And mainly, these children read these books and they realize how much fun it is to just sit down and take a book to read, you know, stories. And these stories are by Ghanaian writers and they're Ghanaian stories, they're Ghanaian content. So it's just a way of increasing interest in reading, you know, just making time out to sit down and read, making time out to sit down and learn. And as they read, they learn new words, they play games around what they've read, they ask questions, they get answers, they ask questions, they answer. So just a fun way of getting your reading.
Do you have a target age group?
It's targeted at children between the ages of 7 to 12 years. But then it has the stories are so rich. I mean, Kojo, if you watch the show, you'd enjoy it. The stories are really rich because they're Ghanaian. They're things we identify with easily, and they're told in ways that make them very interesting. So it's really riches across board for children, primary and junior high school.
That's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. All right. So obviously, at the moment, the statistics are not great when you look at those who are coming out of JHS. Where we're told that about 95% of them can't understand what they read, and that is a shocking statistic. Is this aimed at perhaps turning that around?
Absolutely. We're a foundation, we're an NGO, we're not-for-profit organization, and we do realize that, I mean, there's only so much we can do, but we're working with the Ghana Education Service, for instance, who, of course, are major stakeholders in ensuring that children can actually understand what they're reading and that at the end of junior high school, they are literate enough to read most text and understand. And we're also working with the Ghana Library Authority that works with libraries across the country. That's their mandate. And the Ghana Book Development Authority, which also has a mandate in ensuring that literacy is on the rise in the country. And we're also working with the Royal Commonwealth Secretariat, who's also very interested and keen. They do a lot of stuff around literacy. So that's how, and we know, I mean, we need the teachers, we need the schools, we need parents involved, we need everybody on board to actually, I mean, make some improvements. Yeah.
So the world is all going digital now, and but you're still focusing on books and getting children to read actual books, right?
Yes.
No e-books, no online.
That's it's interesting that you would mention that. That's also a feature of the show, but we haven't started with that yet. We're starting just with the hard copy books on TV for now, and then we could move on to ebooks. But then not all books are available in soft copy, so that's one of the issues. But then also you do realize that there's a thing with children in the digital age now, focusing more on the fun parts of computers or soft stuff, and then as against the hard stuff. So this whole initiative is to actually get children to sit down to read, and then even when you're online browsing, you would know that there's more to the internet than just going on there for entertaining and aesthetic, nice to see stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so how is this funded? How is this initiative funded?
Well, it's being funded. We're getting a lot of support from the Ghana Association of Publishers and some of the other publishing houses, Sub-Saharan Africa, Sub-Saharan Publications, Winma Publications Limited, and then also from other partners who are. So, I mean, this is an opportunity for me to invite corporate Ghana to join in, to partner the Rebecca Foundation, especially with the construction of the libraries across the country, because these libraries will be sited in locations where children may otherwise not have had access to libraries, especially in the public school system.
So where and when do we get to see this TV show?
It's on GTV, Saturdays at 12 noon, and then a repeat on Wednesdays at 5 p.m.
That's wonderful. Listen, we thank you so much for coming in and getting us all
excited. Kojo, that we are having this initiative launched tomorrow. The First Lady will be launching.
Oh, you have a launch? Okay.
Yeah, the First Lady will be launching this initiative tomorrow at the Osu Presby Church Hall. At the Osu Presby Church Hall tomorrow at 10:30.
That's wonderful. We wish you all the very best of luck with it.
Thank you very much.
Love and regards to the First Lady as well.